Hi everyone and welcome to a new video. Today is a super exciting one. We are going to complete the last little gap in our Australia map. If you've been here from the start, you'll know that we completed almost the full lap around Australia in our 30-year-old camper van. And we never went further down than Jervis Bay and did the Sapphire Coast, and we never went to the snow. So we thought in today's video, we're gonna see how much we can fit into one weekend. We're gonna go from Sydney to the snowy mountains and then back up the Sapphire Coast. We're gonna hopefully fit snowboarding and surfing in one trip.
We've also never snowboarded.
We've never snowboarded, so it's gonna be a trip of firsts and fully stepping out of our comfort zone. Jaecoo are bringing their new plug-in hybrid car to Australia, which is so exciting. It's the Jaecoo J7 SHS, which we're going to be testing out this weekend, and we're going to be putting its incredible 1,200 kilometer range to the test.
And the big challenge is, can we snowboard and surf all in one weekend?
Good morning everyone, we're here picking up the car. We're just loading in all our things. Our first mission is going to be to go find some coffee. So we just left the Jaecoo dealership and we're heading out to Jindabyne. We're going to go to Thredbo to see if we can see some snow. It's always been on my bucket list to try snowboarding because I feel like we surf a lot, we like to do all the adventurous things, but we still haven't tried snowboarding. We're just in the car, we just got our little roadside snack stop. We stopped at this big servo. We were gonna go check out this really cute little old town, but it was gonna add on 19 minutes. With our time schedule and wanting to get to the snows as quick as possible for a potential snowboarding lesson, we just wanted to get there as quickly as possible for the best chance. We're gonna try and be tactical. We're gonna try and save as much Ks as we can, try out the regenerative braking, where it actually charges the battery when you brake, which is so cool. And we're gonna have it in hybrid and eco mode, which is gonna save us a lot. We're slightly nervous that we're gonna make it back to Sydney. We're not allowed to charge the battery or fuel up. I also wanna try opening the sunroof. Hey Jaecoo, open the sunroof. It opened it. Oh, we got the surfboards. That's really cool. Oh no, close the sunroof. Oh my god. I didn't think it was gonna open it. How far are we in? What does it say on the Ks? How much do we have left?
We have 924 Ks.
924. Okay, so we've only used less than 200 Ks, which is pretty good. We've been driving for quite a while now. We can definitely see the landscape has totally changed.
Oh, yeah.
It's barren, the trees are white, there's no leaves on the trees, you can tell we're in the winter.
I'm so excited to get to the snow.
Me too, I can't wait. So I've honestly forgotten how cold feels like. Because to us now 18 degrees is cold. So
yeah.
This is going to be a whole different thing that we're going to layer up even more. Just to save battery, we're also not using the wireless charge.
That is probably the bluest sky I've ever seen.
So one of my favorite things when I get a new car is to hear the sound system and the music, especially Tommy, because you're a musician. We're actually going to play one of Tommy's songs so we don't get copyrighted.
This is verbal permission to use my song. Oh, it sounds good.
That was so good. What did you think?
Yeah, the sound system is so good. It's an 8-speaker sound system, which is, you can feel it straight away.
So we just had a little switch over. We stopped at a rest stop on the side of the road, which is actually really pretty. The toilets were questionable, but it's fine, we're used to that. We're about 2 hours out of Thredbo, and there's just rolling hills and fields and cows. And I've got cruise control set, which is so easy. And in the HUD in front of me, I can see exactly the speed limit, how fast I'm going, if cruise control is set or not. And we brought the speaker out now. So we've got the speaker out. We're using our own maps. We got it up, Google Maps up on Tommy's phone, just to save as much as possible.
It's getting real now.
Yeah, there's lots of now snow signs.
We've just come into Kuma. Oh, that's our first little glimpse of snow.
It looks like clouds in the distance, but it's actually the snowy peaks of mountains. Oh wow, that's so cool.
This is like a big moment for us.
We believe that might be Lake Jindabyne.
Jindabyne!
Stop number 1.
We're just arriving into Jindabyne at the moment, and the Ks are currently on 595, and we've still got to get to Thredbo and back to our accommodation here in Jindabyne. So we're hoping it's not going to stack up too much.
Just coming into Thredbo right now.
There's snow on the side of the roads. I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm going to embarrass myself. We're trying to figure out who we think is going to be the best snowboarder. I think it's going to be Tommy, because that, in general, you're better at sporty things than me.
I think it's going to be you because you've got a lower center of gravity.
We're here, but we're like half an hour late. He's going for it. Oh my God. It's kind of hard, we're going really slow. There was this really kind guy who helped us get up to speed. So we've still got like an hour left of our lesson, but it's so much fun. Really hard though. Do you think it's harder than you expected?
About the same. Yeah, I knew it was going to be hard.
Yeah.
And a bit scary, but we've only gone like, I doubt it's like 2 kilometers an hour.
We've done like a couple up and down this slope, but it's really scary because it feels like you're about to fall backwards. Yeah, go! Yeah, Tommy, you got it!
I'm not going that fast, am I?
Oh, toes.
So much fun. I really wanted to stay here now.
You look like a proper snowboarder though.
Definitely have to come back or try snowboarding somewhere else, because
Yeah.
I think I'm hooked. What was that?
Scary, but really fun.
We're getting a donut and a hot chockey.
Did you even come to a ski slope if you don't get hot chocolate at a donut?
And a water, because snowboarding makes you thirsty. That was absolutely amazing. We both just tried snowboarding for the first time ever. How did you find it?
Oh, so good. So addictive, for sure.
Very addictive.
What did you think?
It was so much fun. I don't know what I expected, but I think because we've surfboarded, surfboarded. I think because we've surfed and tried a little bit of skateboarding before, we kind of had the balance. It was frustrating, like wanting to turn and it not working. Like there were a few times where I almost like went straight into someone. We were late. There was one really nice guy who like got us up to speed, and then we could join the rest of the group. So we were 2 lost chickens, like literally almost half an hour late for our lesson, which was a little embarrassing. But if it wasn't for this trip, we definitely wouldn't have tried snowboarding this soon.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Next we're heading to the surf, which just feels so wrong.
Yeah, it feels weird to think about that now.
It's really weird. We're heading to our accommodation for the night in Jindabyne.
We're just coming towards the end of our first day. It's been an amazing day. We've driven about the length of England today.
That's crazy. We've had a recommendation from one of you guys to go to Babita. It's apparently got the best Mexican burritos, so we're going to try it out. We checked into our little cabin.
It says closed.
Hopefully something's open. Nothing stays open so late here. We've just sat down at this really cozy pub and it's giving a pray. We're having mulled wine and mulled cider.
Yeah.
It's going to be so cozy. It smells divine in here. I got a veggie snitty with mash. everyone. We are here at Lake Jindabyne and we watched the sunrise. It's been absolutely beautiful. That sun is so warming. We had such a fun, amazing, action-packed day yesterday, and today it's time to leave Jindabyne and head back out to the coast where we'll be exploring some little coastal towns along the Sapphire Coast and see what we can see, try and find some nice lunch spots before heading to Jervis Bay, which is where we're going to spend the night tonight. It was such a cold night. It's crazy to see it being this cold in Australia and snow. We literally had to scrape the car windows this morning, which is, I cannot remember last time I had to do that. We're about to go grab a coffee to warm up a little bit and then find a brekkie spot as well. We got the goods, we got some hot chocolates, some pies, Vegemite scrolls, and some goodie things. So we're going to find a nice little view to go have some brekkie. We have just left Jindabyne. We are currently heading back to the coast.
We're doing okay for Ks. We're still going to be very focused on keeping the speed down a little bit. We've got a lot of downhills today towards the coast, so
yeah. So we're
hoping to save a few Ks.
We're banking on the regenerative braking.
I hope we get back to Sydney.
I hope we get back to Sydney too.
I think this has become a very real
Yeah.
part of our experiences. Will we make it back to Sydney?
So we're back by the coast and we've just stopped in Narooma, a little coastal town on the Sapphire Coast, and we're about to go get some lunch. We're aiming to be in Jervis Bay before sunset, which is going to be a challenge because it's another 2.5-hour drive, but we need some lunch, so we're going to go in here. It looks really nice. It's called Quarterdeck. The other spot that we were just at didn't do takeaway and we don't have time, so we've just come to this other one that does takeaway called French Fries. Okay, so we're just leaving Narooma and we got our food. We got these massive fries. That was supposed to be a medium. And then Tommy got a burger and I got fish tacos.
I got tacos. I got the chicken tacos.
Look how good that looks. I love fish tacos. I always get fish tacos. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can tell we're back by the coast when the chips are like this.
Mm-hmm. That's so good. And it tastes really fresh. I give it a 8.5 out of 10. Definitely recommend if you're in Narooma. It's so nice to be back by the ocean. As much as we loved snowboarding and being in the snow, it feels like we're closer to home now. We're back by the ocean and hopefully we can try out for a little surf tomorrow. We've done a lot of driving today, but thanks to the assisted braking and the cruise control, it still felt like pretty easy. We just realized that we might have messed up our chances for surfing tomorrow morning because when Tommy was packing the boards, don't want to blame it on anyone, but we took the fins off and then forgot to bring the fin key to put the fins back on. So we don't know if we're going to make it to any kind of civilization with a surf shop that's open. Like, it's almost 5 o'clock at the moment, so. So we just drove through Ulladulla and we're here at the Wardenhead Lighthouse because we knew that we weren't going to make it to Jervis Bay in time for sunset. So we thought, why not see what we can see from here, although it doesn't look like it's going to be a very good sunset. But we might see some whales or marine life. So let's go see what we can see.
There's a whale.
There's a whale. Good morning, everyone. We're up super early today. We're about to see if we can catch a sunrise surf at Culburra Beach, which is really exciting because neither of us have ever been to this beach before. It's around like half an hour away from Huskisson. We are cutting it a little fine with K's because when we arrived in Skisson last night, we were at 222 and we've still got to get back to Sydney from here. So we're just down at Culburra Beach doing a little surf check and it doesn't look amazing, but we're still going to give it a go. Let's go get the boards. We just had a sunrise surf and the surf wasn't the best, but it was still really nice to get in the water. And now we're leaving Jervis Bay. We're heading up to Sydney and we are just crossing all of our fingers and toes that we make it because we're leaving Jervis Bay with 179 kilometers left. It's actually crazy to think that we were in the snow yesterday and now we're at the coast and we've just had a surf.
Yeah, we've definitely not done that before. Snow to pretty warm waters for a surf. That feels so weird in like 2 days.
It's just wild to think that in these 3 days we haven't really even had to think about refueling once, whereas normally on a trip like this we probably have fueled up 3 separate times already. This car, the Jaecoo J7 SHS, only sips 1 litre per 100 kilometers, which is insane. It's so fuel efficient.
I hope it's fuel efficient because we haven't got that many Ks left and we still have to make it back to Sydney.
Yeah, we're getting pretty nervous. It keeps going down as well, and we've still got like 3 hours left until we're in Sydney. So
can you imagine if we didn't have the K counter? I've been watching it because I'm getting nervous. And if we didn't have the K counter just on the dash there, I'd be freaking out, I think.
I know. So we're down to around 100 Ks at the moment and we've still got almost 2 hours left to go back to Sydney.
When you say that out loud. Yeah, are we gonna make it?
We're gonna have to, but I really don't know.
It's funny because the views are so beautiful. We can see the cliffs and the mountains in the distance. We know we got to climb them. So we're like enjoying them, but also stressed about them at the same time.
No, we're trying to make it at the moment to Seacliff Bridge and also Bald Hill Lookout because we really want to go grab like a hot chocolate or a coffee. So we just made it to Bald Hill Lookout and it was so pretty. The views were insane. The ocean is so blue and the sun has popped out. So it was such a gorgeous lookout. And then we decided that we really wanted a drone shot of Seacliff Bridge and it did not go to plan. It turns out it was actually really windy as soon as you get the drone out there because it's literally on the edge of the cliff. We got like 10 meters and then the drone started panicking and it said it was disconnected and there's nowhere to turn around on the bridge. So we literally had to keep going until the very end.
Lost connection to the drone.
Lost connection. The drone wasn't moving. It was saying it was going to return to home. We just had a little mini panic there.
Yeah, we're having the biggest like adrenaline dump right now because we thought we were going to lose the drone. My hairline has receded a little bit. We're under 100 Ks.
We're well under 100 Ks now. We were going to also stop for food. I don't think we're going to have the Ks to do that.
We never came up with a name for it.
We didn't come up with a name. It's really sad. I feel like
maybe we should do it. On the last day, we feel like we've got to know her. It's a her, right?
It's a her.
Jacqueline.
Jacqueline! Yes! I love Jacqueline. Our Ks are currently so low that it's not telling us how many Ks we're at. So we're really, really hoping. Apparently there is a little bit of a buffer. So hopefully we'll get Tommy to the airport and me back to the dealership, but there's no way of knowing exactly how many Ks we have left. It just says we're low and we need to refuel. So wish me luck. Back in the city. We're in the city, so that just proves how much range and how far this car can take you on just one tank.
Yeah.
I really can't believe
One
it.
tank, that's just blow my mind.
Sad for it to be over, but we've definitely found a new hobby out of this.
Yeah, this trip might have made us snowboarders in the
I
future.
think so. Oh.
And this is probably going to be goodbye from me. So thanks for having me. I don't know who to say that to. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I made it! That was cutting it fine. After such an action-packed couple of days, it was finally time to charge up, and I couldn't believe that one full charge only takes 20 minutes. It's been such an incredible couple days, and I just can't believe how much we managed to pack into one trip, and that we managed to snowboard and surf all in the same weekend and on just one tank of fuel. It's actually incredible. I hope you guys enjoyed following along this journey, and I want to say a massive thanks to Jaecoo for making this trip possible.